Hey, you guys, welcome back to the channel. You're talking to your financial gentleman. Today on the show, I'm excited. We're going to be talking about finance. That's my backyard. Finance is my backyard, and I really want to talk to you guys about some serious stuff today. You know, the average American is 1 to 2 paychecks away from being homeless. And 1 out of 3 Americans are in credit card debt. Today, I'm going to be having some Finance 101 with you guys. You're going to get a lot out of this. So I want you guys to fasten up your seatbelts, open up your ears, and we're going to jump into it because I want to really show you guys something that's going to last you, once again, a lifetime and not a lunchtime. So let's jump right into it, you guys, so we don't have to waste any time. You guys, you know, we're going to be talking about financial foundation. Your financial foundation. That's right. You need a foundation when it comes down to finance. Everybody wants to invest. Everybody wants to get involved with cryptocurrency. All of that stuff. I get it. I'm not against none of that. I believe that you should have an exciting portfolio. But the bottom line is, you guys, there's some basic rules when it comes down to money. So I want to give you guys those basic rules, because if you don't have a solid foundation, I'm telling you guys, you're going to hit some walls, and in most cases, you're going to go broke or go into debt. So let's jump right into it once again. We're going to be talking about how to make money, how to save money, and how to invest money. Everybody likes that, how to invest money. And most of all, I think that you should be worrying about more than anything is how to protect your money. That's what it's all about. So, once again, I digress. How to make money, how to save money, how to invest your money, and how to protect your money. So, when you're building a house from the ground up, what's the most important part? Quite naturally, the foundation. Well, what happens if the foundation is weak? That means the house falls. So you got to have a solid foundation, folks. You got to have a solid foundation. You cannot build a house on sand. You got to build it on rock, so therefore it'll be solid. So protection, that's the first thing you got to think about. You got to think about protection. You got to protect that foundation. Now, how do you protect that foundation? You protect that foundation through life insurance. That's correct, life insurance. So you want to protect the foundation. Then you go from a solid foundation to debt management. Now, there's 2 types of debt. There's good debt and there's bad debt. So you probably are saying, what is Rory talking about, good debt and bad debt? I thought debt was debt. No, there's good debt and there's bad debt. Good debt if I'm paying for my mortgage or my children's education. That's what good debt is. Now, bad debt, credit cards, bills in general. So we go from getting a solid foundation, then we come up with a debt management plan, and then the next thing is emergency fund. What do I mean by emergency fund? Folks, it's something that's called the 10-20 rule. The 10-20 rule, very simple. We should have at least 6 to 10 months of our monthly expenses saved up just for emergencies. For example, if you have $1,000 in expenses a month, you need a minimum of $6,000 to $10,000 saved up just for emergencies. Now, the 20 represents 20 times your annual salary to retire. So if you're making $60,000 a year, you need $1.2 million to retire. Now, don't freak out about that. Not retire at one time, but over time. But I always tell people, most people don't plan to fail, but they fail to have a plan. So if you're ever going to get out of debt, if you're ever going to be able to retire comfortably, you got to have a plan, folks. So I digress. First, you got to establish a solid foundation. Then you want to have your debt management in order. Also the emergency fund. And then the last thing is investments and savings. But why is it that everybody wants to invest first? And most don't have a solid foundation. And they don't have a debt management plan, nor do they have an emergency fund. So you want to make sure that you pay all of your bills before you pay yourself. No. When you pay all of your bills before you pay yourself, folks, you're training yourself to be a consumer. But when you pay yourself first, before you pay your bills, you're training yourself to be a saver. So I want you guys to be a saver, okay? So you got to have a solid foundation. We see that. So if you're going to protect your money, if you're going to get involved with investments, if you're going to get involved with, no matter what it may be, real estate, I don't care. The bottom line is, you better make sure you got your house in order. You better get your shift together. I didn't curse, I said shift. You better get your shift together. So it's all about making money, saving money, investing money, and protecting your money. And it's not what you make that counts, folks. It's what you keep. Hey, you guys, that's my time. I know I gave you guys a lot of information in a lot of time. Once again, it's the Financial Gentleman. Keep your head right and your game tight, and always be a gentleman. Take care, you guys.